Oh, you already know what it is, man. The sequel to A Plague Tale, Requiem to be exact. But let's go and get into it, man. Listen, anybody that's watched my first video on A Plague Tale, Innocence, that was the first one. Just know that this video game is probably one of the best video games in a long time when it comes to, just good storylines. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, this story doesn't end the way everybody wants it to. And that's what makes a great story. You know what I mean? And yeah, I could be a little biased when it comes to cliffhangers. That's just me. That's just the completest me. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, this is one of the most interactive, engaging and entertaining video games that I've played in a long time. Really, there's been a lot of them lately. You know what I mean? I can't even hate. You feel me? It's been a lot lately, but this is one of the best that I've been able to really experience. You know what I mean? Just is one of the best. From the action to the interaction with doorways and pathways, to the action sequences. You know what I mean? It's always great, man. It all was great. And Amicia, that's the protagonist in this story, this character that you play. Man, she was fed up, bro. She was over all the BS, bro. Over it all. You know what I'm saying? You start getting fed up in the first game, you know what I'm saying? But in this one, man, she said, fuck all the noise, man. I'm about to murk all y'all. And the stealth is A1 in this game, man. Definitely a big thing in this game. But my big things about this video game is the puzzles, man. The stealth is just one aspect of the game. The action is one aspect of the game. But one of my favorite things are the puzzles. To get to the next level, man, just like the first one, you gotta be able to solve them. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to solve them puzzles to get to the next level. It's a lot of ancient secrets and artifacts, and journeys in this game, man. And listen, the sequel, bro, this game had to have been like a good few hours longer than the first one. I mean, I was like, my goodness, game is long, man. And they really like fleshed it out, you know what I mean? And Hugo, having the disease of the macula, you know what I'm saying? You start learning more abilities with him as well, you know what I'm saying? He's starting to really not really grow and mature, but his experiences is just starting to be overwhelming for him. And when you watch the cutscenes, man, you can just tell that they put way more effort into the graphics, way more effort into the all around gameplay and supporting characters as well. And did I ever mention that Amicia is definitely one of my favorite women protagonists in the last like decade? She goes through so much hardship, so much things she had to do on her lonesome. You know what I mean? She just had to do everything, especially at a young age. She's only a teenager, really. And she's having to take care of her little brother from dangers, you know what I'm saying? Dangers that a lot of us really probably won't face in our lifetime. But the dangers that they face, and plus the plague and the rats, you know what I mean? Plus all these silly ass humans as well, man. You can only imagine. And you can't forget about the boss fights, man. The boss fights definitely entertaining and engaging, bro. I had too much fun in these boss fights, and it did sometimes feel like the enemies just kept coming, bro. I'm like, dang, is y'all gonna stop? Y'all gonna slow down a little bit? Shit. Amicia could have been a track star. She running from everything. You ain't catching her. It's just great visuals, man. Just beautiful visuals, and I love watching it, and I love playing it. And I said this in the first video, bro. When you have a video game like this, man, and the replay value is top notch, yeah, you gonna play it again. And that's all gaming is about. That's all art is about. It's about that first experience, but you want to keep experiencing it because you're going to find something new every time. I knew there was some parts that I rushed through, when I was playing in this game, just because it's so vast. The second one is just so vast in options, it seems. You start learning more about human history in the game, start learning about secret societies and just the deeper things about the macula. And anyone that lives in high volume in cities, with high volume of rats, man, just imagine having to run from a bunch of rats, but not just a bunch of rats, but a bunch of mutated rats. Ridiculous. I know, right? Just look at this. Look at this.
If they don't calm down, it's too late. Don't go any further, Amici.
Just bravo, man. Just bravo to the whole team, the whole studio. You know what I'm saying? Bravo. Bravo. And remember what I said about the puzzles, man. There are levels on here that you gonna be like, dang, what am I supposed to do here? They don't just really give away the hints, you know what I mean? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You gotta really be a little bit more inventive, a little bit more, supporting characters like Luca, Hugo. Even though Hugo, you can technically consider him a main protagonist of the story, but he's a supporting character as well. You'll understand if you play it. But some of the new aspects that they added to the game, like, the camera angles, running away from captains in the, Inquisitor army and things like that. Inquisition, sorry. Just everything was just top notch, bro. And top notch. And like I said, they added way more gameplay to this game. It seemed like it was 2 times longer than the first, and it just had you in it all the way. Visuals, man, it just all looked good, man. It all looked good. And in the first video, I kind of said that the game was similar to games like Last of Us, Horizon, just games in that caliber, in that area, you know what I mean, that have you interacting with things, like Resident Evil and stuff like that. But yeah, it's very, very engaging, bro. Like, I felt myself getting emotionally attached to the story, getting happy with them, getting sad with them, getting mad with them. It just, it just was a crazy journey, man. This whole Plague Tale story, it was just great, man. I have to give it a 9 out of 10, bro. It ain't perfect, but it's great.